Alright, listen up. You already know the time, you feel me? Death Battle has dropped another banger, you feel me? We got Megamind versus Gru. Now, last one they did was Bakugo versus Rize, and we already knew Bakugo was gonna clear Rize easy, you feel me? Now, I'm thinking in my pre-predicts that Megamind got this. Okay, I could be wrong, but I feel like he got this. But we're gonna see after the explanation and everything, because all I remember is Despicable Me 1. I know the plot of 2 and 3, obviously, and I think 4, whatever, but you know, we gotta see the feats, feel me? So, enough of the yapping, let's get to it.
Ha! Hoya! Hoya! Fight! Gru versus Megamind.
There's just no way Gru got this, bro. I just don't see it.
Or live long enough to become an admirable hero.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I mean, that's true though. Gru got some hands. Megamind has
Evil
0 hands.
never dies.
Absolutely none.
It merely goes dormant, waiting for a villain to arise and spread its name to the darkest corners of the earth.
Like
Megamind?
a man so evil,
Oh,
he cuts in line at the coffee shop and makes balloon animals for kids and then pops them in their face. What a despicable man.
The world would surely tremble at his name, Gru.
Really? Just Gru?
Listen, Gru, you're my goat, but we all know you're a fake demon, bro. You're not like that.
Doesn't have some sort of stage name or like doctorate or, you know?
Felonious Gru, son of the supervillain known as the Bald Terror.
Oh man, he's so dead.
Even as a small child, Gru had big aspirations. He could make rocket bikes, cheese rays, and this dog?
And his arsenal grew even more with the help of his new best buddy, Dr. Nefario. See? Now that's a supervillain name. Come on, man.
With Nefario's help, Gru's gadgets grew gadgets. Flamethrowers, sticky fingers, fantastic entertainment for 2-year-olds, and a fully weaponized airship. Though I must question this thing's aerodynamics.
It's loaded up with wing-mounted machine guns, a rocket thruster that can escape the Earth's atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
Despite the impressive firepower, Gru's go-to weapon seems to be his freeze ray,
yeah?
which can encase most people in ice with a single shot.
With his gadgets and gusto combined, and a little teaching from the School of Villainy, Gru started making strides in the underworld of evil. He swiped the crown jewels when he was only a kid.
I guess so,
the
man.
New York City Jumbotron just for fun.
I guess so,
and
bro.
even stole both the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty.
From Las Vegas.
Yeah, Gru was bad, but he wasn't good at being bad. A lot of his schemes kind of blew up in his face.
He
The
is a
line
fraud.
dividing genius from moron is a thin one. Just look at us.
Oh yeah, my back hurts from carrying all the genius between us.
Regardless, while Gru may not have been the infamous villain he'd hoped, he did earn the loyalty of a few guys.
Guys?
Yeah, guys, like little guys. There's Kevin, Bob,
My
Stuart,
goats, Kevin
Otto,
the goats.
Billy, Larry, John, Liam, Chad.
Oh, the Minions! And that's not just their role, it's the actual name of their species.
Right, the Minions have existed since the dawn of life itself, over 3 billion years ago, and they all follow one instinct: to serve the biggest, baddest, most despicable villain they can find.
T-Rexes, Count Dracula, AI artists, whatever evil they can lay their grubby little eyes on. Or just one eye. But finding their big boss was the easy part. Keeping them, not so much.
The amount of times the Minions have incidentally caused the death of their own bosses is staggering.
Wait, didn't one of them serve the Queen of England?
What about it?
Nothing.
The Minions witnessed Gru's villainy firsthand and decided that he would be the next big boss they follow.
It worked out like PB&J, cause like Gru, these guys do machines.
The Minions invented the fly swatter centuries before humans did. They somehow crafted light bulbs and instruments while living in the Arctic. So naturally, building Gru's absolutely massive evil lair proved a simple task.
They
They're
do come in clutch,
geniuses.
can't lie.
They once pulled off a jailbreak by building a flying machine out of prison outfits, fans, computers, and toilets. Aisle seaters are in shambles right now.
And they're seemingly invulnerable, having been smashed flat.
Ooh, hold on. So we have the Minions versus Megamind's little robots. I'm not gonna lie, because the robots aren't sentient. I'm pretty sure they're programmed. Yo, bro, lock in. They're not sentient. So, damn, I'm not gonna lie. This is tough.
Set on fire
Gru
and
may got this.
exploded by missiles even inside their own mouths. But also, they're possibly immortal? Kevin here has been around since the dawn of their species, which means Kevin is 3 billion years old.
And
He's
their
my goat.
numbers keep increasing. Over 10,000 minions clock into work every day.
And yet, in a real work setting, they'd be fired in minutes.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
there's nothing like a banana, a popsicle, a butt, or anything remotely silly to distract them enough for plans to go off course. But these guys love TikTok.
It's no wonder that, even with thousands of minions at his back, Gru still couldn't cut it as a supervillain.
Fraud.
Maybe it was time to hang up the freeze ray for good, but not before taking a chance at his ultimate dream.
Still the moon.
Easier said than done.
Oh no, really? The moon?
When he couldn't get the shrink ray he needed on his own, Gru required a new, even more despicable weapon.
Children. Specifically, adopting 3 girls. And somehow it worked. Crime of the century, here we go.
How tragic that through all the dance recitals and unicorns, Gru discovered the joys of fatherhood.
Type
Story of
shit.
my life. God, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, out with the villain and in with the bedtime stories.
But even though he turned a new leaf for his daughters, Gru wasn't done commanding his minion army. Now he'd just do it as not a villain by joining the Anti-Villain League.
The AVL
Which he
hooked
still
him up
gets
with
fired
lipstick
from.
tasers and goop grenades, mini submarines and high-tech cars, and some great date nights with the future Mrs. Gru. Things are looking up, buddy.
5 minions even underwent experimental procedures to become more powerful than before. The Mega Minions.
Tim stretches. Dave got super strength. Gus got super strength and flight. Sorry, Dave. Jerry became
Sorry,
an
Dave.
indestructible brick monster.
Yo, bro. So let me get this straight. We got Mr. Fantastic over here. We got the Thing. We got what's his name? Human Torch, technically, because he could fly. He's not burning up in flames, but he can fly. We have a combination of both. The Thing, kind of a super strength, and Mr. Fantastic when he's in that buff form. And who the hell are you?
Who eats live bombs. He's my favorite. And Mel's new laser eye can blast through the planet and hit a satellite on the other side in less than a second.
So technically, if you want to get really technical, we can call that Invisible Woman. You know, sure, she's not shooting beams like that, but she shoots projectiles, which is, you know.
Calculating its speed across the Earth, that's 5% the speed of light.
So basically, we got the
Gru's
Fantastic
true
Four.
calling wasn't being a villain at all. He's an anti-villain, and he's good at it too. This guy can dodge heat-seeking missiles and casually punch out a shark in
Ooh,
one
I
shot.
forgot that.
All because he was in full dad mode.
But the most incredible element here is easy to miss. For billions of years, the minions have had the biological drive to serve the greatest villain they can find. And yet, despite Gru's turn away from villainy, they chose to continue serving him. The minions' love for Gru is so strong, it overwrote their primordial genetic code.
They still see greatness
Hey,
in him,
hey,
even
hey,
now.
hey,
After
hey.
all,
It's
Felonious
my
Gru
goats.
will go to the
No,
moon
they
and
call him a
back
fraud.
to keep his family safe. Wait, Kevin, don't touch that button!
All right, Megamind.
Okay, Megamind should be up next, but there is a chance that it got totally nuked by DreamWorks since they hit our preview last week.
Don't worry, we have a plan. You can watch the complete Gru vs. Megamind episode on deathbattle.gg.
Oh
That's
my
our website.
gosh, bro. No way. The fact that I was going to skip that and they hit me with a crazy bombshell. I wanted to see his. Oh, no.
It's linked below. It has every episode of Death Battle uncut, unfiltered, uncensored.
I'm not doing all
Even
that.
the weird ones.
It's kind of like our own private Patreon with memberships that support the show directly. And for this week, you can get a membership for a month for free by using the code PRESENTATION. All caps, that's important.
Being
We
a member
are
gets
good.
all sorts of extra goodies and behind-the-scenes stuff, but the wins. On
We're
a
good,
grim,
bro.
dark day, the citizens of Metro
Oh.
City learned the horrifying answer to
Then what the? What was the point of all that? I thought they said it was cut. Was I mistaken? Am I dumb? Forget it, bro. Let's just. Am I gonna cut this off the video? Nah, we're gonna experience this together, okay?
that question when their hero, their Metro Man, was lost forever. Bested by the fearsome supervillain destined for greatness, Megamind.
Cause if your
Or,
rival's name is gonna be that on the nose, you better match that energy. Their feud goes way back to when they escaped their dying planet Superman style and immediately got in each other's way.
While Metro
Hitting in the
Baby
face
landed in a
is
nice and
crazy.
cozy home, he caused the weird blue kid to crash land in prison and literally grow up behind bars.
I forgot about that.
What kind of city government would make the kid stay in jail?
It wasn't as bad as you'd think. He was a perfect fit for the Metrocity prison for the criminally gifted.
Metro City.
But while everyone outside bars loved that new kid who could fly, they weren't too keen on the boy with the big blue head and his constant string of destructive accidents.
So if he was going to be the bad guy no matter what, why not embrace it and become a true supervillain?
This is my GOAT, you feel me? Be a hater, you feel me? Be a hater. Why not? If you already painted that way, if people already see you that way, embrace it. Go full hate. And it's not even his fault. You know, his trajectory of life was altered by that bum, trash, garbage Metro Man. So yes, we ride for Megamind. Facts.
Huh, sounds kinda like you. Megamind is a genius inventor, creating weapons to stage prison breaks before he could even talk.
It does sound like me. With a bit of tutoring from Machiavellian in the ways of wrongdoing, he got to work on his crime-starting career, facing off with his destined rival over and over again.
And Megamind's got everything he needs. An invisible car for getaways, assuming he can find the thing. A hover bike for flying and shooting at the same time, if he can multitask. Lasers, bombs,
If he can
bubble guns,
multitask.
baseball bats, jet boots, and more galore.
But his go-to is the D-gun, a laser pistol with various possible effects, such as destroying, decelerating, demoralizing, de-locking, de-gravity thing.
I wouldn't expect a guy calling himself Megamind to have the best name ideas, Wiz. He probably based the entire thing around his favorite setting, dehydration, which turns people and objects into tiny cubes for easy storage, though they can be returned to normal with a drop of water.
Yeah, and Gru's favorite gun is a freeze gun. Bro, is that your GOAT? That's not my GOAT. You feel me? Megamind got that.
He did keep the whole mind thing running with his horde of henchmen, the Brainbots. These mini-mechs follow Megamind's every command, even pulling off the most incredible drone show you've ever seen in your life.
Which, according to the director's commentary, is made up of over 100,000 brainbots. Though, ironically, I wouldn't call his brainbots, smart. That designation goes to Megamind's proper minion, Minion!
Minion serves many roles for Megamind. Sidekick, guy in the chair, awkward sibling relationship despite technically being his pet.
The best fish friend you could have in your plans to kidnap news reporter Roxanne Ritchie to piss off Metro Man for the 19th time this week. Or for the final time. Children, shield your eyes!
He did it! Thanks to his most powerful invention of all, an orbital death ray that could shatter mountains, Metro City's hero had fallen. It was Megamind's time to rule.
And he had no idea what to do next. With Metro Man dead, what was even the point?
Facts, bro. When your op is gone, who is it to hate on anymore? I feel you. Man, I relate to this guy. It's my GOAT.
He needed a new superhero to fight, and apparently, he could just make that happen. With his diffuser gun, he injected this loser with Metro Man's DNA, turning him into Metro Man 2.0, Titan.
Megamind even trained him himself, using his disguise generator and expert acting skills. What a performer! But for all his smarts, Megamind is a terrible judge of character. When Titan turned tyrant, Metrocity needed yet another superhero to save it.
Metro City. Thanks to some encouragement from an old friend, rival, who wasn't actually dead at all and just let all of this happen despite having godlike superpowers. Thanks to some encouragement from a very experienced friend, Megamind stepped up to the plate.
Hey, he had the moxie for it. Megamind's tanked explosions and dodged electric blasts. Titan was strong enough to toss around a skyscraper, and Megamind put up a solid fight with his mech armor.
A
Like,
suit specifically
what?
designed to mimic the pilot's movements, whether it be lamppost sword fighting,
Like,
busting
bro,
a move.
Gru is not doing. Gru is cooked. Gru is cooked. Gru is so cooked.
Or being surprisingly stealthy.
And with quick thinking and some hench help, Megamind taught Titan a lesson he knew all too well. The bad guy always loses.
So the city decided to just forgive Megamind of all his years of terror and destruction and call him their superhero. I guess they didn't really have any better
Hey.
options.
Hey, Megamind took his new role as the city's hero seriously. He even built a suit that mimicked Metro Man's strength, flight, and X-ray vision.
Now, the D-gun is used to make runaway bad guys lose their balance and get caught. His portal bazooka is excellent for saving people from out-of-control cars. And while the Death Ray might not have been a hero killer, it's certainly great at blowing up giant evil robots.
And Minion was all for it.
Actually, once they went nice, Minion had to legally change his name to Old Chum because of some other Minion-related thing.
What? You mean the yellow guys?
No, I mean they got a cease and desist from Mr. Minion's Meatsicles.
Sounds delicious. I'm still gonna call him Minion. You
Facts,
can't
it's
break
better.
up this duo.
Even as Megamind uses his tools for good, destruction still tends to be inevitable. To the point that, as the new mayor of Metro City and his new partner, Roxanne instated a policy that anyone inconvenienced by a Megamind battle would receive a free cup of coffee. That sounds horrifically ripe for corruption.
So that's why there's so many Starbucks
Yeah, but what if
everywhere.
you don't drink
At least
coffee,
the
though?
brain
Like, how
bots
do
are
you-
covering all the cleanup. It's a messy job being a
Alright.
superhero, but Megamind's finally found his purpose. Even saving the city from the Doom Syndicate, which is like 6 of
Oh,
him.
Sinister
Though
Six?
not without some self-induced difficulty. You have an instant wind gun on your hip. Use it!
Hey, with girlfriend, sidekick, and adoring fans to keep him going, it doesn't matter what sort of danger comes to town. Megamind will always rise up as the defender of Metrocity.
It's Metro City!
Listen! I've heard enough. I already said in the beginning, Megamind's gonna win. I see no way that Gru is going to win. I see no feasible way. If he wins, I'm calling cap. I don't care. I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap. I've never felt this
Wiz.
strongly about a death battle since like, I don't remember the last one. I think like Hulk versus Godzilla probably. Whatever. But Megamind has to win this. I don't care.
It's time for a death battle!
Come on, go. Come on. Come on, go. Come on, go.
Minions, prep the artillery! We're not letting him get away!
Hi, peoples.
Ooh, and here I thought it was the hero who chases the bad guys! Ha!
Megamind. I do not piss me off, Megamind, please. Please.
Minion, I'm going to need a new pair of pants.
Yes, sir. Sending you the Sunday Best package. Take this!
Type. Come on, Megamind, please.
Freeze ray!
A dark color scheme!
Leave.
Strike ray!
Henchmen who look the same!
Laser gun!
Ingenious weaponry!
Like, imagine needing multiple guns for a gun you already have in one.
You are
I'm sorry.
certainly a real supervillain!
Who needs to buy them?
Hey, sound like my goat.
You're just missing one thing!
And what might that be?
Presentation!
Minions, assemble! And start the music!
You do not win this.
Oh! Check that mark in the morning.
There's no way they win
No,
this.
hey! We just fixed that!
Or
Come on, sir! Smash 'em! Oh, hey, that's kinda cute!
okay.
You dare challenge Megamind in my own Metrocity? Do you even know who I am?
Well, life is full of disappointments.
Hey!
No way.
Banana.
Oh my gosh! We lose.
As you like to say,
Gun! If you're going to steal my lines, at least do it properly!
Oh, W.
Okay.
Is that me,
Thank
God?
you for the help.
We are cooked, gang.
Minion,
We're
is
cooked.
the death ray ready?
We're cooked. We're cooked.
Approaching.
We're cooked.
Getting there, almost, kinda, maybe, on the way. Yes! Fire! Whoa!
You're lying. Didn't that clash? The beam with the minions beam.
Oh, Roxanne's gonna kill me.
You're lying.
Remember this, villain! The good guys always win! This is how it's really done! Dehydration gun!
Villain! You mean... Oh, wait a minute. This is all a
Lock
big
in, Megamind!
misunderstanding.
Oh my gosh, yo! Oh my gosh! Oh, I am at a loss for words. Yo, bro, no way. This is cap. That's fake. That is fake. I know my goat. That's fake.
All work is going to kill me for this.
It's fake. Oh my gosh. You're telling me. He got stuck on a little wordplay. He said, nah, guys. Nah, bro. You got it all wrong. See, now this is what's supposed to happen. And then he gets disintegrated. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I'm like, how did Gru win that? He showed no ingenuity, bro. What the fuck?
I guess that's 2 for Gru, 0 for Will Ferrell.
With so many chaotic factors in this fight, it can get overwhelming trying to keep track of them all.
So we'll break it down 3 ways: arsenal, minions, and skill.
Okay, let me say what I gotta say before we play it. Skill, Gru got that. Arsenal, I wanna say Megamind has it, but if you wanna count Arsenal as you have multiple different things, sure. But cause Megamind has it in all-in-one gun, and he has Minion for his backup. Minions, I guess Gru's minions were better because plus they have superpowers. Oh my gosh, bro, I guess so, bro.
In terms of weapon versatility, Megamind definitely had much more to use. The D-gun alone had enough effects to match what Gru could do with nearly his whole kit. Throw in disguise generators, invisible cars, portal bazookas.
But he used none of those things. He used one, see? He used only one gun. This is sad though, bro. This is so cap.
And it's a lot for Gru to handle.
He used no car, no other weapon. He used one gun. See, I'm telling this is cap.
Just one problem. Megamind might have had variety, but Gru's weaponry was far stronger in scope. Sure, Megamind's death ray could blow up a mountain, but Gru's shrink ray could take out the moon.
And is much easier to use on top of it. Frankly, much of Megamind's deadliest weaponry would have little effect anyway.
Check this out. When Gru first tried to get the shrink ray, he triggered a missile trap so explosive it created a mushroom cloud. Based on the size of the blast, that's about 4 kilotons of TNT, and all those missiles fired at him from point-blank range.
Shockingly, that's about 38 times greater than Megamind's orbital death ray.
Sure,
and Gru
bro,
kind
fair.
of just walked it off. Megamind's mecha suit could take big hits like that, but Megamind himself, no.
Why didn't they use his mega suit? Like, bro, you cannot tell me that he was nerfed. You cannot tell me they nerfed my goat. He did not use his car. He did not use his suit. He had other weapons to use, but they stuck with the 2 gimmicks. His oh my god, his multi-gun and his orbital strike. Where is his suit at, bro?
So Megamind would have a hard time blowing him up, but he could still dehydrate him, disintegrate him, freeze him, or even just turn off his gravity and send him flying into space, right?
Sure, though Gru does have some similar weaponry. As far as arsenal is concerned, Gru could take out Megamind through sheer firepower, but Megamind could potentially counter with the D-Gun's effects. It's a whoever shoots first wins situation. Their arsenals match up fairly evenly.
But these guys aren't alone. Let's cover Gru's minions and Megamind's minions.
1-to-1, one of Gru's minions was certainly more likely to take out a brainbot. Sure, minions may have the attention span of an iPad kid, but they can effortlessly hack, dismantle, and rewire most machines, like, Megamind's brainbots.
And they just won't die. Certainly nothing the brainbots have can take them out. For all we know, the minions may be completely indestructible.
To be fair, maybe one brainbot doesn't stand a chance against one minion, but there are far more brainbots than minions in total. 10 times more. And the brainbots are a much more organized and focused unit.
Compared to the vanilla minions, maybe. But the Mega Minions are strong enough to rip and chomp through metal like wet paper. Aunt Mel's got a history of destroying satellites with a laser beam strong enough to cut through the Earth, so it's bye-bye Death Ray.
But we can't ignore the most competent minion of them all. Megamind's minion, Old Chum.
He's way more competent than Dr. Navario. Can operate all the tech like the mech suit used to fight Titan, and
Which
can
was
match
not
Megamind's
used.
brains and style beat for beat. Remember that whole presentation bit in the movie? Yeah, that wasn't Megamind, that was Minion.
While Megamind's army lacks the power of, say, the Mega Minions, having a second in command who's just as smart and capable as him makes up for it, making a battle of their underlings too close to call.
So, if neither of them has a clear edge in weaponry or their henchmen, what matters most isn't the tools themselves, but how good or bad they are at using them. It all comes down to skill.
Both Gru and Megamind have their share of less than genius moments and bad luck, but even in the face of things gone wrong, Gru tends to fail upwards, still ultimately completing his missions. Unlike Megamind, who tends to fail much harder before he learns how to succeed.
And we love him for it. It's not like Gru has to put up with Elvis Superman, but even during their villain phases, Gru found some success, unlike Megamind.
Who also has a bad habit of not using his weapon effectively. Like never using the D-Gun against the Doom Syndicate. Either because he can get easily flustered, or he just loves showing off. So it's more likely Gru could succeed in a whoever shoots first wins quick draw situation with their arsenals.
Quick draw is right. Megamind dodging electric blasts is impressive, clocking in around half the speed of sound.
But it pales in comparison to Gru piloting hypersonic ships into space and dodging heat-seeking missiles at Mach 10, meaning he is fast enough to win that quick draw. Gru takes skill, which finally tips the scales. After a nail-biting back and forth, he has just enough to land the winning blow first, more often than not.
This is so cap. I'm telling you, bro. They nerfed my goat. I don't care. I don't care, bro. They barely used his arsenal, bro. You cannot tell me that Megamind was going to lose this. And if they had a better way, sure. But they didn't use his suits that was able to go toe-to-toe with a Superman of high speeds. What was Gru gonna do? Nothing. Now, sure, the Mega Minions would have put in some pain, obviously. But I would have rather like to see that than not see it at all. But it's okay. I know my goat got robbed. We know my goat got robbed. Our goat got robbed. Gru was not supposed to win that. We move.
Sorry,
Let's see who
Megamind.
comes next.
I think you losing was a atrocity.
It's not trust. I trust. The winner is Felonious Gru.
Who's next, bro? What's next?
Next time on Death Battle.
Not JJK. Yuji.
Subscribe.
Holy mismatch of doom. Yuji is giving him belts. Oh my days, bro. Yuji is giving him insane belts. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's over. Anyways, that's the video. Megamind versus Gru. Now I know how it feels, bro, cause yo, that was I am very angry, but it's okay. It's okay. Yuji is versus Denji's gonna save me. Yuji's gonna win, and I'm gonna be happy again. So, anyways, I hope y'all liked the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a great day. Okay, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace. Peace.